Good morning, Ji. Jule from Ladakh once again. This is again Peakbagging Ladakh, another episode, and again it's a team of two individuals, me and Mohit. Today is 23rd of September. Time is 5:48 a.m. We were in Rumse last night after doing Tukje, and we drove all the way to the starting point of this peak called UT Kangri 1 and 2. And today I hope that the weather will be on our side and we'll be able to bag two more peaks in this region. The plan is to go nice and easy at our pace, hike up, do the peaks, come back down, take the bike and go all the way back to Leh. So let's begin. Time is 5:50 a.m. Hope to wind this day up in like close to 10 hours max. So using trekking poles, I've climbed this section and now we have the rocky patch. It's all loose rock. This is not my first attempt at doing both the UT Kangri peaks. I attempted the same on 15th of September, but then the weather turned really bad and I was not able to go to the other peak. My face is cold and therefore it's difficult to get the words out of my mouth. Standing here at 10 a.m. it took me 4 hours to climb the first peak from the roadhead. Some 8.5 kilometers, some 1400 meter of elevation gain. I think I'll ditch the next peak. I'll not climb it. I'll come again maybe when the weather window is great. I'm someone who always do hikes when the weather is clear because I have the liberty of time and planning. And please don't mind my heavy breathing. I'm trying to talk to you as I'm hiking up above 5,800 meters. And I'm not planning to take any drone shots. When I did UT Kangri for the first time on 14th of August, it was a very clear day. And on that day, I took some amazing aerial shots. We were a team of 4 people. So I would also request you to watch that video just to know how the whole glacier sort of looks like. Going through these boulders would require a good amount of experience. UT Kangri is not a walking peak. Please bear this in mind, even on a clear weather day. Yeah, here's UT Kangri. So what was happening was I was having a hard time connecting the microphone with the action camera, and it just completely broke my rhythm, and I feel I was also a little out of energy. So this is the slowest that I've climbed UT. Time is 10:26 a.m. 7.8 kilometers, 4 hours 30 minutes. We are at 6042 as per my watch meters, again an altitude of 1439. So exactly after 5 hours at 10:52 a.m. we are making our approach to the second peak. That's where we are headed. Let's finish this up nice and quick. Now there's a nice saddle that connects both the peaks. We'll walk through the saddle, through the freshly deposited snow, and make our approach to the peak. You have to be very careful. Ow. Yeah. So this was our first peak. In Peakbagging Ladakh, we also did Gyamshu, which is right there. We did some 3,000-6,000ers. There are potential peaks for the next season maybe. Cam 1, Cam 2. S01. And on 14th of August, when I came here, I went all the way to that glacial lake. It was all frozen, and now it's all, there's no frozen layer on the top. After doing the second peak, I think we'll get down much closer to the lake. Super excited for this one. You can see UT Kangri, the first peak in the backdrop. We're making our way through soft snow. Oh, Julie.
Julie.
So this is the very first summit where we are using the micro spikes, and you can see my woolen socks. They're all just, oh man, covered in snow. It is just that the weather is good, so we're able to hold up. The feet is still warm. We have one more snow section and then we'll be done. Guys, this is not at all easy. There's a lot of soft snow.
Okay. Yeah, Julie.
Ah, crazy. Yeah. So we are negotiating a super steep slope. Steep drops on this side, and a beautiful glacier here. Woohoo! You can see our footsteps, the route that we made. Crazy. And a super steep slope. I think we just need to reach there, then we'll be done with the soft snow. This is how deep the feet is sinking. Crazy. Let's keep going. This is where we are stepping down and leaving the slope. एक सेकेंड, इस तरफ आ सकते हो. हाँ, walk easy.
It's just 2 meters wide, but you are not able to
arrest,
place your foot here. So I think it's the most difficult section of the whole hike.
Yeah. Now before our feet goes numb, we'll just keep walking. I would like to show you the drop on the other side. See, that was the first peak. Crazy, tired. So that is the peak right there. Oh man, still far away. Magnificent. Woo! Chalo, 15 more minutes, I guess. Back on the main ridge line. I'll show you the drop. See this? Woohoo! Crazy, no? That's the peak. Okay, ji. Oh, welcome to the peak. Have small flags. Lovely. Oh, Julie! Come on. Magnificent. Yeah. Nice. And look at that gradient right there. Woo!
Yeah.
Peakbagging. Nicely done.
Congrats.
Yep. Okay, stats check. It took us exactly 2 hours to come from one UT to another. 12:47 p.m. Wow. There are two very small canes here. You see these, and then there's very old flags there. What views, man! Amazing. Now you can also see the first UT Kangri peak in the backdrop. Lovely. Solid climb.
Yeah,
July.
Doing this peak, काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिला. It took me around 4 hours 15 minutes to do the first peak. We stayed there for 45 minutes. We had some snacks and we took some photos. And I was thinking that the altitude gain to this peak is around 150. So we would do it in just an hour. But I was very wrong. And it took us around 2 hours to reach this peak. And it's like it's a reasonable amount of time. Because once we were on the saddle, after that it was complete snow. But as Manav said, if you are not experienced, I will take the lead and I will make the footsteps. So that made my life a bit more easy. Yeah. So and the good thing was, this was the first time like I covered almost a kilometer in snow, and I got a pretty good idea about how the snow behaves. जैसे मैं बोल रहा था, ऊपर से धूप मार रहा है, नीचे से स्नो मार रहा है, एंड सिंस our feet were inside snow, तो जो socks were also getting wet, and the altitude at which we were like walking, that was almost around 6,000 meters, and the gradient was also like I would say approximately 25%. So I think these are the major factors that decided our pace and our entire hike. But it's still like when you are at the top, you always feel happy. You forget what you went through. So just more than happy, and I feel really happy to do like 5 peaks in just 3 days. And these are not like we are like camping somewhere and then we are starting from the road itself. We are riding the bike and then we are doing the peaks. So whatever we have done till now, it's from roadhead to roadhead. So feeling really strong. And one more problem doing this climb was now we don't have any water. Yeah. So I think in less than 2 liters of water per person, we managed to climb both these peaks. So if you are doing these peaks, so it's advisable you bring more water.
Okay, Ji, so the time is 1:32 p.m. We have done some 9.5 kilometers, and we are sitting here since some 20-25 minutes. Most of the things I think Mohit have anyhow beautifully wrapped up. So doing both the peaks, I think it is going to be super challenging. Now, this is my third time doing UT2. Now, regarding the nomenclature 1 and 2, ideally the peak which is higher is usually named 1, and then the consecutive peaks are named. So this is relatively higher. So I think UT2, the one that we did before, was close to 6030. You'll see it that it is mentioned 6070 at some points. But even then, this particular peak is marked as 6094. So that makes this one higher. So this is UD1. So that's the end of the confusion. So yeah, Peakbagging Ladakh going amazingly well. But as I always say, we are still 50% done. We have a steep descent. And then we have to go all the way to our bikes, which are parked at close to 46 or 4500 meters. We are at 6100 meters. But at the mercy of this landscape, super happy that we have such nice weather. More potential peaks to do: Zara 1, Cam 1, Cam 2. So we flew the drone as far as possible and scanned the area as much as we can. So this is how we also sort of plan. And then when we go back home, we look at those photos and pictures and see which slope will have more snow or less snow. And this is how things are done. But yeah, super happy. The flags are here. Om Mani Padme Hum. So Juleji, this was the beautiful UT Kangri 1 and 2. I hope that you also get to do this, but this is super technical, not easy. So whenever your guides, your outdoor leaders or your trip leaders tell you to do things, please follow their advice. Please do not show them my video as reference that, oh, these guys are just, did it like in 7 hours. Again, a disclaimer that it comes with a lot of experience and patience and techniques. So please, anything that your outdoor leaders tell you, please follow those advice and acclimatize well. We are staying in Leh since 3 months and we are finding it difficult, right? So I'm not saying that you'll have to live for 3 months in Leh, but you'll have to plan it accordingly. Bagging peaks 2-3 in a day, it's not going to be easy. And I think we are also not running behind doing maximum peaks. It is just that we have this little window, and then soon Ladakh will be like, get out of here, because this is a transition from autumn to winter. So we're just trying to make the most of the time that we have without risking our lives, without compromising our safety in the wilderness. 7 hours 50 minutes, 1:40 p.m. We have rested well, documented the first peak. So I'm trying to use the big slabs to basically get down nice and quick. But as I always say, even the big ones move, so be very, very careful. Oh, yo. Now you should know how to negotiate the ski slopes. Woohoo! Keep changing your line. Yeah. This is how we get down from a steep slope. You can see the snout and a beautiful glacial lake. I'll try and name it. Lovely. Now it's an endless 8-kilometer walk from 55 or 50, I guess 300 meters to 4400 meters. Now, I had never seen shepherds in the valley, but I think now is the time, end of September, that they are here with their cattle, yaks and sheep and goats. Very nice. Okay, G, so here's a quick stats check. 10 hours 45 minutes, close to 20k, 1640 meters up and 1640 meters down. This has been one of the toughest days in Peakbagging Ladakh because we have been consecutively doing more peaks. So yeah, that's all. Now we'll save some time. We'll ride back to Rumse and then all the way to Leh, and we'll have some fresh food. I'm a little low on battery, so I'll cut this short. Thank you so much for watching, and more peak bagging videos coming up. Bye bye. Jule.